Welcome Virgos, this is your July 13th to July 19th forecast. And for you, the most influential transits are going to be the moon being conjunct Neptune in Aries. So that is going to be on July 16th. And then we also have the moon entering Taurus, trine Mars in Virgo on July 18th. And these are going to highlight your career and finances. So you're being guided to anchor action through any type of mapping exercises that you do utilizing crystals or aromatherapy. So this is really about you resetting your intention and having sort of that altar or that map to help to guide you in your intentions. We also have the Chariot, so that is wonderful to see that because we have that confirmation of you being focused on your divine guidance and allowing yourself to be guided by your higher self, by source, and letting life flow through you and you just flowing with life, sort of riding that wave of love, of life, and allowing those experiences to come, and you ensure trusting in yourself and trusting that you are experiencing the best outcome for you, for your highest good. So we also have you really moving towards what fulfills you, and you are also putting in the spiritual effort here. So I feel like you are working to master your processes and to master like what is a priority to you. And you may also be reevaluating some options here that you have. So I feel like these are all areas, avenues of fulfillment for you. And you're just in that process of deciding, taking time, gaining introspection, and deciding like what is right for you, what your life is going to look like, what this new chapter is going to look like, or a new beginning may look like for you. So let's look at what else. Fear. So I was going to move to the challenges, but I do want to get some oracles here. So we know that there may be a little bit of struggle that you're experiencing. You may be going back and forth with some philosophies. You may be thinking about things like very deeply, and you could be going through things in your mind and like assigning negative energy to particular feelings and situations and circumstances, as opposed to just understanding that you don't prefer them and then allowing yourself to let them go, like not getting caught up in that energy and thinking through them and trying to figure out ways that you can change it so it's not like that. Rather, this is about you just allowing yourself to release these things so that you can get sleep, so that you can get rest, so that you can gain introspection on your next moves and use that knowledge and wisdom that you've learned out of this process to apply that to new beginnings and like new decisions, choices, new paths that you want to take. What else? So we have you also paying off financial debt and financial karma. And then we have a wealthy man that works hard, is a provider, a boss daddy. Okay, so for some of you, you may be desiring love, and that is available to you as a part of this process. So I am hearing that like there is going to be a need to release some things, to release the past, for this energy to come through and connect with you. Some of you have already done that and you're already here. So you're already enjoying that part of your experience, and that's amazing. Others of you, in order to get there, this does require you to work through some energy that's stuck in, so that you can release that and allow more prosperity, more abundance, good luck, and good fortune to come your way. So let's see what we have here. And so I'm also hearing that like this may be, for some of you, this isn't necessarily about a life partner. This is about like a job or an opportunity, or someone that is able to provide you with support or guidance, or that can assist you with doing things and getting things done that you're desiring to do. Okay, so just be clear about that. So we have inauthentic. So what do you want to tell us about that? Okay. Just stay true to your dreams and to what you're desiring, and be aware that if there are others around you in your circle that are not necessarily coming through as soul family, and they don't have your best interests in mind, and they're not being helpful to your situation and your circumstances, then be aware of that, and also decide like who gets access to your energy at this time. Because if you're coming in, you're not being helpful, you're not helping me to work towards anything that's fulfilling. And it doesn't have to be like you giving money or you know, doing something specifically for me. It could be about you just in your unconditionally loving energy and connecting with that, and allowing Virgo to connect with that, so that we can motivate each other, we can inspire each other, we can feel comfortable, we can feel safe with each other. So it could be just about that. And again, anyone that's not contributing to that and that's not able to provide that to you, you'll want to think twice about if you truly want them in your circle, if you feel like they are truly soul family for you. Okay, and you know, we're really talking about this career environment, this working environment. So these individuals, or this individual, could very well be in your career environment or in your working environment. So what else? Wonderful. So this is that confirmation that as you allow yourself to relax, to release the past, and to move towards what's fulfilling to you, there's so much opportunity available to you. And this is again reminding you to keep the hope, keep the faith, keep working towards your dreams and your goals, keep walking towards what fulfills you, because there's a lot of things in the background that are happening. The universe is conspiring and co-creating with you and your higher self to bring you the things that you're dreaming and desiring. Wonderful. So let's look at underlying issues here. So you getting motivated, you starting to take that inspired action. So there may also be some communication that's coming through that may be a little bit of a setback, or it may create a little bit of a delay for you. But this is something that you can overcome. And it's just an area, an obstacle, an experience that you designed for yourself, to show you how strong you are, to show you how you're able to work through and resolve issues that arise. But also, I'm just going to go back to what I said earlier, that, yeah, this could also be about you not wanting to take that action, because I'm hearing like some of you are just like very comfortable, you're in your comfort zone, or you just don't, like, you're not up to it, you're not feeling it at this time. It's like you want it, you're desiring it, but you may need to take that inspired action towards it. And that may be something that you are struggling with, or you're wondering to yourself, like, why don't I feel motivated? I really do want this, but I just don't feel motivated to do it. And that's okay, because when you are ready, it will be there and waiting for you. Okay? So you have to do things when you feel comfortable and when you feel it's right for you. Okay? You have the Hermit here, yeah, gaining that introspection, and you're showing up here, Virgo, for underlying issues here. So it could be Virgoing, and I don't know what that means. I love you, Virgo, so don't be coming for me, but if you know what this means, then that's clear for you. And like I said, I feel like this is just you just taking a little more time and really processing things and allowing yourself that space and that time that you need before you get started, before you make progress, before you take inspired action. So I would say, like, yes, absolutely do this when you're ready, but it is time. This is you needing to walk towards what fulfills you, needing to let go of the past, needing to let go of any burdens that you do have and that you're carrying and holding. Okay? Because you know what awaits you. The sun, the star, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, happiness, fulfillment, joy, bliss are the things that await you. Okay, so let's see here. Let's look at your beliefs here. Success, absolutely. You're wanting success, you're wanting good fortune, you're wanting abundance. And you are also willing to put in that effort. Like I said, it just may be you needing to gain introspection, you needing to take that time to replenish your cup and refill your cup, so that you're operating from a full cup and you're operating from a really motivated, inspired space. And then you will move forward. But we have success and victory here. And these are your goals. This is what you're striving towards: fulfillment, bliss, success. We also have new beginnings. So you absolutely want a new beginning. Excuse me. That is something that is a goal of yours that you're desiring and that you're wanting to experience. So we also have the Queen of Cups here. So you want to be emotionally stable. You want to be mentally stable. These are all your desires here. And you want to be in that space where you just are peaceful and you feel peace and calm, right? So more of your authentic self is what I'm hearing, and what you're desiring and what you're working towards. So let's see your approach here. Okay, this is absolutely part of the process, letting go of those burdens. And this could also be about you being in your mind a little too much and overthinking things, and continuing to allow those loops to happen, those experiences to keep cycling in your mind, again with the overthinking. So this is really about you being able to let go and release and decide in the present moment who you are, what you're going to be, what you're desiring, what you're going to work towards with strength. You in your full power doing that. You telling the universe what it is you're desiring and wanting, not allowing just things to happen. And that is all tied into your experience and how you're feeling and the things that you tell yourself and the things that you believe. We also have fulfillment here. So that is wonderful. So I feel like you are showing up brave, you are showing up courageous, you are showing up with a lot of strength and power here. And that is the energy that you should utilize to help you to release anything that you need to release. And these are people, places, things, strategies, beliefs that just aren't working for you and aren't representative of who you are at this time, and aren't representative of you as your full authentic self either. Okay. So let's look at your external environment here. So what else here? So there could absolutely be in your external environment individuals that aren't necessarily respecting your, I'll just say your energy, because you can apply this to so many different areas or aspects. So however it resonates with you, if it does, then you'll know what I'm talking about here. But it just may be others that aren't appreciating you and the things that you're providing and the things that you're giving here. So it's sort of like I'm seeing like a little bit of that melancholy energy come out, and it may have to do with you just feeling unappreciated and not feeling that unconditional love that you are providing and giving to others. So it may be about reciprocation here, and you not necessarily seeing that in your external environment, and you seeing individuals that are taking advantage, or they're taking more of your energy and not giving that back to the extent that you're giving it, or period. So it could also be others in your environment that are needing from you from a, not just an emotional standpoint. We were just talking about emotionally, but there may also be other ways that you're supporting others. So for example, financially, and you may not, again, be receiving that type of reciprocation back. What else is in this external environment here? So we have the Princess of Swords. Okay, so yeah, there could absolutely be some individuals that are selfish, that are self-centered, that are dishonest, that are irresponsible, that don't have the ability to accomplish and achieve goals. They may be just in a lower vibrational type of energy that you're seeing. And I'm hearing that this is it could be in the working environment, but it could also be in your personal environment as well. So again, just apply this however it resonates. And if it doesn't, that's okay. So let's look at your guidance here. So we have getting a renewed sense of energy. So this would be through you replenishing your cup. So do those self-care practices that allow you to quiet the mind so that you can hear the messages, so that you can connect with your intuition and you can receive that guidance from your higher self, from source, ultimately from you. So this is about you quieting the mind and listening to the messages that you receive, because you have all the answers. You know what's best for you. You know the right choice for you. And you cannot make the wrong choice, basically. So, whatever you decide is right for you, and that's what you needed to experience in that particular moment in time. Okay, what else do we have? So we have transformation here. And we also have, there may be several different avenues that you have available to you as you're walking towards this fulfillment. So use those self-care practices, or just connect with your intuition if you're able to do that quite easily and receive messages and guidance and understand how you're feeling and how that's connected to your decision-making process, then absolutely do that. But you are going to potentially need to make some choices here about what's the priority, what's important, what do you feel passionate about, what do you want to work on here, because I feel like this is you deciding that here as a part of this process. You sort of have, and we did have the new beginnings coming out here, but I'm really sensing that strongly that you are in a place where it's like, okay, you're thinking in terms of like, okay, I've accomplished these things, or I've gotten this far to this point, or there have been things that have happened that have made me get to this point of like, I need to regroup. I need to take a moment and reflect and decide what I truly want at this time. Okay. So you may have some choices and decisions to make. And this could also be about a lot of different options that you have going on, and just needing to decide like what is the priority between those options. So as you're deciding what's important to you and what you want to focus on and work on, you may need to prioritize that. You may need to refine that. And then you'll decide if, okay, I have this list of 10 things, what truly ignites my passion, like what is the most important to me that I can work on? What do I have the energy to work on? What do I feel inspired to work on? So you may still need to do that as a part of your process. Okay, so what else do we have? We have the Emperor here. All right, so I'm feeling a lot of strength and power and assertiveness here. So call on those divine masculine energies to help you sort through these things and to manage individuals that don't have your best interest in mind, or just may not be realizing how much they're taking and taking and taking and not giving anything or giving back in the same capacity. So you may need to call on those stronger aspects of yourself to stand in your power and to take up for yourself, because you know what you deserve, because you know the love, the unconditional love that you give out and support that you give out to others. Okay, so what else do we have? Let's get some oracles here. So we have Money Magnet, attract profitable opportunities. You are absolutely doing that. And to me, this is about you getting into that present moment and letting go of the past and things, people that do not appreciate you, aren't deserving of your unconditional love, and deciding like what's next. What do I want to do? And quite specifically, you can apply this to the job situation scenario, because you may be in an environment where you're giving, you're working late, you're working extra hours, and again, it's just not being appreciated. Your value is not seen. So you may decide that the priority is for you is to a position to explore opportunities that do make you feel valued, and that do make you see that your contribution is appreciated. We also have the mirror to your soul. So this is bringing out soul family. So I'm hearing that very strongly here. So there may be individuals that you can talk to. These will be individuals that have your best interest in mind. So someone that you do feel comfortable with sharing information, and they may have some ideas or some guidance that you can take from that. And I'm absolutely not saying to like, oh, just do what they say, but they may have, they may say like, oh, well, you know, I've been through that before, and here's what I did. And then you can get some inspiration from that and decide again what's right for you and what you feel like is appropriate to do for your personal situation. Okay, so let's see, let's go here. Oh, so we have healing. You are not broken. Trust the process. It is safe to soften up. And I am going to actually counter that here, because we do have, you may need to be a little more assertive in some aspects and some areas. So I will say, be sure to create that balance here, because both areas are showing up here. So you may need to take that more assertive approach to be very clear about what your boundaries are and what you will accept, what you will not accept. But you can do that with emotional intelligence. You can do that with compassion. You can do that with understanding, and you don't have to like completely pull the rug underneath from someone. You can have that talk, and you can communicate your feelings, and you can have constructive conversations. So just again, balance that divine masculine and divine feminine within yourself as you're working through this. Okay, Virgo, so those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.